Hello, pretzels, and welcome back to the tripod. We are back once again to talk some shit, talk some wrestling, and we're kicking things off with NXT. Of course, the Lotharios and the family fight to the ring. Can't even do this civil. Can't even have entrances up in this bitch. The tag titles are on the line. Vic says, "We've seen the family take care of loose ends before. It doesn't matter if you're 4 nickels or 2 dimes." Nice touch, Vic. Like that. This was a hell of a tag match. I mean, you know how NXT is with kickoff matches. It was great. Garza, he hits a low blow and a C4 spike. Big ups to Josh Alexander. Stacks hits a Roman Reigns-esque kick out, hitting Garza's sack. Bada bing, bada boom. Tony D tosses Stacks at Humberto on the outside. Then Tony D gets the pin and the win to retain in this what color sauce? Cholula green, Vic. Tag team championship match, Cesar. What'd you think? We started off NXT with a tag team banger here.
Oh yeah, this was hot. This shit was good. It was hot. These crackers was out here wrestling, throwing, fighting, brawling. Just good old fashioned ass whooping. Gotta get back. Shut the fuck up, fantasy football. Ain't nobody will talk to you. We talking to the pretzels. I don't know if y'all heard that beat come through, so that's why I said it. Okay, well, they didn't pick that shit up. All right. Anyway, still good ass match. We got two Italians and two border rocks fighting it out as they always do, Mexican gang war style. This nigga doing in the ring, trying to see who is the supreme tag team in NXT, slinging that Cholula green Vic. Yeah.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, sticks.
Why would I keep talking after the Booker T impression? I literally made 3 rhymes. Booker T voice.
Finishes, he does this with that Cholula green, Vic. That's when I know he's done, is when he takes.
Oh, well, I haven't poured anything yet. Setting up some shit.
Sticks, we got to kick off to NXT. It's a tag team championship match. What were your thoughts, buddy?
Well, Cesar got another notification that Tyreek Hill scored another touchdown today. So,
I got him.
He was superb today for my man. We all know NXT. I mean, tag team opener. These guys are gonna have a banger. I mean, we had a brawl start out before. Like there was like one entrance, and then not even made it through the entrance, and these guys were brawling. Great opener. These, Tony D and Stacks, they had motivation. They got jumped while leaving the restaurant last week. So they weren't going to take nothing from nobody today from this week. And they came out guns blazing. Great match. I mean, chemistry, both tag teams have been together for a hot minute, and it showed. Two good tag teams and mixing up in the ring. Tony D, basically looking at Stacks saying, "Hey, I love you. I'm going to sacrifice you for us to retain these championships," and throws him outside the ring, able to get the pin, the 1, 2, 3, and the family still retains and are still the NXT Tag Team Champions. Another hot opener for NXT this week.
Nathan Frazier pushes the wrong buttons with Dragunov backstage. Said that Corbin's life is better. I guess they'll be fighting out. The first deadline qualifier for the Iron Survivor Challenge for the women. We got Kelani Jordan versus Kiana James. Book calls Kiana the boss.
He's not wrong.
I like how Book says he can smell good things in Kalani's future. Yes, 6. Come on, Book. Come on. That's even I wouldn't say something like that.
You've said worse.
I would just look at her future. No. Roxanne Perez rings.
Look at her butthole.
I have class, sir. No.
Roxanne
Perez rings the ring bell, distracting Kiana. Kalani takes advantage and wins with split-legged moonsault. I like how Vic called her one of a kind while she hit that. Shout out to RVD. Not a bad match. It's you got to imagine that Kiana was on the verge of winning that one, but I guess they have other plans for Kiana and Roxy at Deadline. The Alpha Academy backstage, they still want revenge on Metaphor. 6-person mixed tag proposed against them. Quick little NXT Anonymous gets footage of Lexus sneaking on Trick on October 17th. Sticks. Any thoughts on Nathan Frazier talking about Corbin's life? Kalani versus Kiana? NXT Anonymous, any of that shit?
Yeah, I think Frazier was actually right. I mean, it seems like now that Dragunov is kind of a little uptight. Like Corbin did kind of strike a chord with him. So I mean, if you really do look at it from the outside, Corbin does have like the perfect life. You know, he's at home with his family. He's got the liquor, the liqueur. He's got the cars. You know, this guy's living the life, and the only thing missing is the championship, is the permanent championship, and that would be the NXT Heavyweight Championship. So I mean, Corbin's not lying, and Frazier wasn't either. But I mean, Dragunov he's a mad dragon. He's obviously pissed off. So he overheard it. Instead of saying it to his face, you know, he was talking about it behind his back. So Dragunov, I mean, you kind of see the reason why Dragunov was pissed off, but also kind of why Nathan Frazier would say the same thing too. But it was a nice little setup that we got for a possible match between the boys later at night. Kalani and Kiana. They're showing Kalani a lot more, which is kind of good. I mean, you got to start showcasing new and upcoming women in the division. And Kalani's very athletic from what we've seen. Kiana was on the heels of winning this. And then, I mean, this is what happens when you stick, what your book said, you're making your business, not your business. Stuck her nose in Roxy's match, cost her a Deadline match. So guess what was going to happen? Roxy wasn't going to forget. So she made it her business to get back at Kiana. Cost her a Deadline match. So
you remember what Vic said? Vic said, "Hey, Book, what are you talking about? You told people not to get in other people's business." And Book goes, "Hey, you know what we're looking at here? We're looking at a woman growing up. She's growing up, Vic." Like he made all kinds of excuses for fucking Roxanne.
Oh yeah, you can tell Book is one-sided in this whole thing. Like if it comes to Roxy versus the world, you know what side Book is on. And it ain't the world. He's with Roxy, which you can understand. I mean, he trained her. He's got a stake in that. So I mean, he's gonna be with that. And then what was next?
That was pretty much it. They had NXT Anonymous showing Lexus, but
That shows. You know, Carmelo was basically saying, "Hey, Trick's my boy. I didn't have anything to do with this," and everybody kept piling on. And you start seeing why Mello was getting frustrated. Well, now we had proof. Mello wasn't, man, maybe, but I mean, Mello possibly wasn't the person that jumped Trick. And now, you know, everybody's starting to be like, because you even said it afterwards, you know, Book was like, hey, told Vic, hey, you owe Mello an apology. I mean, he's like, well, I'll due time. I'll give my apology. And it's like, Book wasn't wrong. You know, a lot of people owe apologies to Mello possibly.
Vic still holding his breath. But Cesar, what did you think of Kalani Jordan versus Kiana James?
Now I don't know what y'all saw, but I saw something. Okay. Maybe I had the Nick captions on. I don't know. But maybe I was a little too sauced and I was thinking too deep. But I don't know if y'all picked up what old Massa was putting down. I mean, he had a nigga on nigga women's match with was what I like to think his new favorite niggette. Take the win. We all know Massa Michaels finds a way for Kiana James to be on TV every week. You know, she the boss of slobbing that knob. You know, being under that dirty desk, sucking on his dirty dick. And now,
Is that the face he makes?
oh yeah, that's the face she makes.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. But then now we got another light-skinned gymnastic. Ooh, flexible. Because we all know Kiana ain't flexible, okay, in her character, in the ring, probably in the sack, okay? But old girl flexible as shit. When we see her, she bending, flippy, spreading it wide on that damn turnbuckle, popping that thing. And I think Massa Michaels got himself a new favorite house nigga to sit under that desk. I mean, this girl ain't been there, what, 6 months? She been teamed up with bitches that got future endeavored and want to be legends like Natty and shit and crackers like that. Now she in Iron's Bible. First try. Made it to the finals of the damn contract bullshit. Breakout star. Might be some new pussy under that desk. I'm just trying to tell y'all boys.
Well, hey, I mean, she is supposedly with Mello. Mello don't miss, so we seen what the Mello effect.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy won the breakout tournament. There was it the following week, puts on a banger against Adam Cole.
Yeah,
baby. So this is maybe by proxy. I mean, you know, she getting some of that Melloism. You know, she going one-on-one in the sack with Mello, and now she picking up stuff. So
Mello was like, look. Go in there, suck a little dick, okay? Look, just a little dick, just a little white dick. I know you used to King Kong over here, so go on deep throat Massa 1-2 times. Look, then you get up in their career, then me, you, and Trick, we gonna take over the world. Like that's what we do. Look, sometimes we gotta suck a little dick, okay? Look, I had to eat Linda's pussy to get off the farm and get up in here. I had to leave my boys, the hard R's. I had to leave them back at the farm. I'm Mellow, baby. You think I ain't eating on some old white pussy to get up in here? I'm out here. He's like, he's shooting blanks anyway. You know what I'm saying? And the skeet ain't even gonna taste like normal trash white skeet. Probably just gonna taste bland. Probably tastes like nothing, like water. You drink water, bitch. Suck a little skeet, suck a little dick, get some skeet, and you come home to Daddy Mello. You use a whole bottle of mouthwash. Then you come home to Daddy Mello, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna take over the world. And see what happened? Massa Michaels got him a new light-skinned toy. You know, he think he gonna get that shit on the regular. She gonna be like, nah, I'm with Mello now, nigga. You gotta get the fuck out. I'm going main card. That's what I'm saying.
You're right. We did miss that.
Yeah.
Next, Andre Chase press conference. Chase U. Suspicious activity, including gambling, that hurts Chase U. So it's a money thing. Makes sense why the family is involved. Foreshadowing that JC might have something to do with the info leak, perhaps.
Dirty bitch.
The second deadline qualifier for the Iron Survivor Challenge. It was Braun Breaker versus Eddie Thorpe. No bread, no water, just meat. Yeah, Braun wins. Trick and Mello in the locker room. Mello suggests they go out during Lex's match for payback. Trick gonna focus on his Iron Survivor match. Mello be like, the fuck? All Teeth Ava rocking them titties. Tells Roxanne there will be.
You got class though. You got class though. Not even 10 minutes later.
Listen,
10 minutes later, but you got class though.
Did you see them titties though?
Them titties.
Damn titties though.
But I don't have class. I can say I can see them titties.
Come on, Caesar.
Hey, Caesar. There's us, and then there's Mangria.
Yeah, on the perv scale. We're down here.
that one chick was bending and sucking dick and everything.
She could be sucking. What does sucking dick have to do with class? I don't have class. I can be ignorant as I want.
Talking about desk work, and you're talking about top shelf tits.
See them titties jiggling.
That's what you should name the episode. Did you see them titties?
She does mention that there will be 2 last chance matches. So all the people that lost previously have another shot And then once this word got out, here comes a cat fight breaking out in this fucking locker room. Everyone's killing each other.
That big bitch Roxanne was punching.
That was funny. It just proves all women hate each other. Cesar, the Andre Chase press conference. What'd you think? What is this? What is this? What is this fucking controversy? Money?
Here's what I'm saying. All right. Look, everybody got their own shit. Yeah, everybody got their own vice. Okay, mine's is expensive alcohol. Sangria's is titties that don't belong to his wife and buttholes of girls in matches. And
exactly,
who knows what Sticks got because he's out in Iowa. That shit could be like
shit could be anything. Quiet. He stays quiet about it.
Yeah, it's probably like a wet corn stalk. Some shit. Who the fuck?
Mine's eating corn the lengthways.
They like the long way. Yeah, and stealing wheat and tickling his girl's feet in bed or something because he's probably got a foot fetish. Who the fuck knows? All right, everybody's got the real shit.
Are you Apollo Crews taping that shit in my bedroom?
Yeah, right. That night, man? Hey, where my fucking diary? My little book. Write this shit down. My equalizer book. All right, everybody's got their own shit. Okay. Yeah, all right, maybe use a little bit of funds. It's all right. They're charging them niggas books twice as much, recoup the money like a real college would do. And let's get back to the streets. But yeah, see, not Gigi. I noticed that bitch JC because she was looking suspect.
Yep.
He was in that nigga's computer looking for porn. I know she was dirty bitch because she was trying to get off because, Thea virgin, so she ain't fucking, and that one guy went away, so she can't suck him no more.
But she had to enter her social security number, so she's like, never mind.
Yeah. She's like, what the fuck? She stole. God damn
it! What happened? Oh, they heard you. YouPorn heard you. They're like, we gotta kill this guy.
Cesar gave him the wrong social security number.
That's it. They cut his fee because we're making fun of it. Well, real quick,
guy G finally caught up to him.
Well, Sticks, real quick, give me your opinion about the Andre Chase press con. Oh, there he is.
But I don't know why this shit keeps doing this every fucking 20 minutes, but it keeps doing this bullshit. But anyway, silly bitch. Saw so many dick pics of Andre Chase in there because he's probably just filming at his desk next to a ruler, and then stumbled upon the gambling debts email and accidentally leaked it. Well, she meant to leak the dick pics, but she leaked that nigga's gambling issues. Shit's all out of control. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But I know that bitch did it. I know she did it.
Braun Breaker versus Eddie Thorpe.
So I was watching NXT, right? And I, watching on, trying to figure out how my man Andre Chase. He down. I'm like, oh shit, Chase, he down. Then, had to take a shit. And when I took shit, I didn't have my phone because it was on 0%. So I had to find something to do. So I picked up this book, right? Picked up this book, and the book had me so enthralled that I took it back out to the living room, and I kept reading it. And then in this book, there was a spirit. There was, little part that meant something to me, touched my soul. And it was a book. It was around chapter 3, verse 16. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. I'm gonna tell you what's up. I ain't see that shit though.
I blame the lack of interest in Eddie Thorpe. I did not give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
It was a lack of interest in both people in the ring.
Braun was gonna win. Like it's like they want Braun in this fucking Iron Survivor Challenge.
Survivor match. Yeah.
Remember what we talked about last week? Remember the 3 big guys?
Yep.
Yeah, the 3 big guys, and they want a tiny guy or something. I forgot. We were drunk, but that was the gist of it. But Cesar, before we get to Sticks, how about them titties? How about them titties?
There was some nice titties all around.
I was like,
there was some nice titties.
I mean,
there was some nice titties all around.
She had them teeth like, hey, son, and then her titties were like,
yeah. She gonna have that Lucifer shirt with no bra on.
Damn.
Titties was tittying. The titties was tittying on it was titties was tittying on Tuesday.
It was, for sure. Live and in color.
Live and in color. Triple threat.
Andre Chase University had a press conference. What are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, like Cesar said, it's amazing how all of a sudden JC Jane shows up and then stuff around the campus of Andre Chase University kind of start going a little downhill. I mean, they took the prize pupil, the number one scholar. It took Thea Hale. Then after that, all of a sudden we started seeing a little bit. I mean, yeah, they won tag team championships. Then after that, stuff starts going sideways. And now, like Cesar said, she might have been on there trying to find more dirt. She might have been trying to put incriminating photos on there of her, possibly herself and Professor Chase, who we know that ain't true. Andre Chase. Then she might stumble upon some things. Like Cesar said, the man might have been charging maybe a couple dollars extra for books. But I mean, it's Andre Chase University. I mean, it's an upstart university. You got to be able to get that cash somehow to be able to keep the university up and going. Beginning stages of a university, you got to do whatever you can to keep your head above water. So, I mean, Jason James kind of seemed a little suspect back there. While Andre Chase explaining himself, trying to explain everything. So, that's going to be more to come. We had Eddie Thorpe, Brown Breaker, like Cesar said. I also busted out the good book. Cesar has always told me, hey, case of emergency, this book is a great thing to go to, and I did.
Wait, did you break glass? In case you broke the glass, you took the book?
I broke everything. Glass, glass ceiling, glass case, all that stuff. Bust out the book and put in a few. I watched this morning, and I had to put a couple bets in on FanDuel. So that was a good use of 5 minutes. So yeah, I mean they had to find a reason to get Braun Breaker in, and also get Eddie Thorpe on TV too. Some reason I don't know why, but yeah, Jan Maker's in there. So I mean we had that. NXT's getting what they want. And what was after that?
Damn titties, though.
Oh,
damn titties, though.
The top
Come on,
shelf, big old titties. Yes, hey, we finally got Ava Ram back on TV after a little bit of a hiatus.
I forgot that was her last name.
Yeah. She rated them tig old biddies on our TV set.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice to see that. I mean, it's what brought everybody back onto the TV after seeing Jan Maker and Eddie Thorpe. So I mean, it was a nice little rebound that Master Michaels decided to throw on our TV sets.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple thoughts of the Chase U conspiracy. I was thinking, I wonder if Andre Chase promised to pay the family to have them win the tag titles so Andre could show Thea, look, things are good again in the Chase U. We got gold to motivate Thea to come back to Chase U, maybe be a more loyal student. But then JC turned into Carmen Sandiego and went and fucking did some research and exposed it.
Dirty bitch.
Out. I don't know. I think Thea was the motivating factor behind this. Andre just wanted her back, so he did what he had to do for Chase U and Thea. All that being said,
damn titties though.
Damn titties though. No. Dragunov versus Nathan Frazier. Booker T says this could main event a pay-per-view anytime of the year. We got two great talents. The Mad Dragon, NXT champion, fucking straight dominates Nathan to start. Nathan finally hits a well-placed kick, derailing Dragunov. Even though this match was short, it was still a banger. There was a fucking overkill win from Dragunov. He was about to pick up Nathan's sportsmanship, but Corbin appears on the Tron, talking shit, rubbing it in. Kenzie with Lyra backstage. Fallon interrupts. She talking shit. Some other bitch creeping around the corner. I don't know who that was.
I don't know who the fuck that was.
Metaphor accepts a challenge for Alpha Academy next week. Joe Gacy with a cell phone video under the ring, again with a pity party. Sticks, what did you think of Dragunov versus Nathan Frazier?
Yeah, I mean, even though it was essentially one side, I mean, you still saw a little bit of offense from Nathan Frazier to let you know that this match could main event a Tuesday night or even a NXT Premium Live event. So I mean, like you said, there was a little bit of overkill, but I mean, you can kind of see why they did it because Dragunov heard Nathan Frazier talking about him being away from his family and all that stuff. So he kind of want to put an exclamation point on the victory. So I mean, it's still either way. I mean, this match was really good with as little offense that Nathan Frazier put in, but I mean, the potential for that would always main event any show NXT would put on TV.
And don't forget, in Booker T's neighborhood, there's a saying, want some, get some.
Get some.
We had that creepy chick on the interview with Kenzie and Lyra. No idea who the fuck that was.
Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I thought it was like, I mean, from a distance, kind of looked like Roxanne, but it's like, nah, there ain't no reason why she needs to be just creeping in the background. So, yeah, I mean, it could be somebody new that we're gonna see a little bit more of each week. But yeah, I mean, that was a little something different.
Cesar, we got Dragunov versus Nathan Frazier.
Shit was good. Shit was good. We all know that cracker Nathan Frazier can go. We all know he can cook in that ring. I mean, it was a little one-sided, but I would say when Nathan was cooking during that one section where he kicked that nigga in the stomach, god damn, boy, that shit looked like it hurt for real. I was like, this cracker dragging off crazy.
Alrighty then.
Cesar's starting to get as drunk as he is.
It's Cesar's new internet service is called Sling TV. Ariana Grace versus Petrovic Kiddo. Disrespect with no entrance. The disrespect of Petrovic not kissing the hand of Grace. Gacy comes out from under the ring and strikes why does it say stakes into the ring and steals the ring bell. Book says, who cares about the timekeeper? Petrovic kicking the shit out of Grace. Grace's wedgie has won the match as well as Grace herself. After raking the eyes of Petrovic, Gacy rings the bell in the stands. Sticks until Cesar gets back. Go ahead and comment on Ariana versus Petrovic.
Yeah, Petrovic not getting an entrance, like you said, the disrespect, and then the doubling down on the disrespect, not kissing the hand. Yeah, like you said, the wedgie, but also too, like for a moment there, Ariana was fixing her top. It was like, you're expecting to see maybe like a top shelf titty popping out. But like when you were looking at it, it's like, what are you doing? It's like, is this a comfort thing or something like that? I mean, it was a good match between two ladies that are just breaking through, and they see something in both of them, so they're putting them both together into a program. I mean, it was a nice little thing. Now you throw in Joe Gacy in there. Maybe Joe Gacy sees something in Ariani, trying to attach himself, trying to leech himself onto the star that is rising, that is Miss NXT herself. I mean, she didn't look that bad in this match. I mean, this wasn't that terrible of a match. I mean, I'm sure we've seen worse matches and also in ATW, but I mean, both these ladies are out here putting work in. Ariana Grace is starting to try to get her in-ring work to catch up to her on the mic and promo skills. So all in all, it wasn't that bad of a match, but you're also throwing in the intrigue and the questions of Joe Gacy, like we had seen that promo of him underneath the ring. So you're trying to wonder what match he was he was in during that, so maybe he filmed that the match before, and then he decided to pop out and just happened to pop out during the Ariana Grace Petrovich match. But all in all, I mean, NXT does a good job of trying to sprinkle in new talent, new development into their show to also get them time. And once again, they did that with this match. I mean, we've seen both these ladies in the breakthrough tournament, and now now they see the potential that we have seen, especially in Miss NXT herself. So they're starting to get her more TV time, getting her a little bit of in-ring time on TV. So I mean, this is why NXT dominates on Tuesdays, and why, for the most part, NXT does a really good job when they go head-to-head against AEW. So another great thing that NXT and Master Michaels did on Tuesday night.
I would love to see Joe Gacy in a Sami Callihan gimmick. I want to see Joe Gacy just say, fuck it with the groups, fuck it with having a valet, shave his head, and just start going insane on people. I want to see Joe Gacy be the next Sami Callihan. I think
kind of go like Joe Gacy versus the world. Like, you know, he saw a group of people, he tried getting a group of people that he thought needed his help. And towards the end, you know, they like the little young dyad, you know, turned their back on him. Ava was there for him, but he was just like, nah, I need to go this on my own. And it's just basically do the whole Joe Gacy versus the world thing. Like, why is everybody always against me? I'm trying to change the world. I'm trying to make it a better place. And all of you people don't want to take my advice. Don't want to drink the Kool-Aid that I'm trying to serve you. So I'm gonna do what I think is best for myself and for the world. Yeah, I think that'd be really good for him to do.
Yeah, because I mean, he's ever since he's entered, he's always relied on someone. Remember the first guy? It was that bald guy, the bald weirdo guy he had.
Yeah. Baby Brock Lesnar? What's his face?
Yeah.
That big dude, that tattoo, stuff like that.
He's always had
Yeah.
somebody by his side, or a group or a valet or something. He needs to go on his own and start wrecking shit, or he's gonna end up like his former partner, Future Endeavored.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sadly, up next was Kinsey's final backstage interview. It was with Wesley. They always had great chemistry together. High five, and he's out and confident. Yeah, big ups to Kinsey. She got released yesterday, I believe. Big Dick Vic was on there on Twitter being like, oh, I'm so proud of you and all the love and support you're getting. But you know what, Kinsey? You're replaceable. Jensen with Briggs and Fallon versus Lexis King. Jensen rocking that thick ass Hormel chili meat on his chest. Jensen did most of his offense during the commercial picture-in-picture. Trick and Mello watch backstage. Of course, Mello then comes out to help. Distraction leads to Lexis winning, though. Again, another wrinkle in this story sticks. Do you have any final Kinsey thoughts? And then Jensen versus Lexis.
Yeah. Kinsey always was good at having some one-liners, and then her chemistry with a lot of the talent backstage, like you said, with her and Wes, but she also had some really good talent with some others, like the back and forths. So it's gonna be kind of weird watching a Tuesday night and not seeing Kinsey. I mean, I think they got this other chick who I think came from Ring of Honor, if I remember right. She was pretty predominant back doing like hosting a lot of the Ring of Honor shows and doing backstage interviews. So I mean, it is going to be weird to see not Kinsey on Tuesdays, but I mean, I'm pretty sure she'll find her way to land on her feet. I mean, she got Big Dick Vic. He'll support her. Big Dick Vic's always coming through in the clutch. So, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna be weird not seeing her interview like Wes and a few of the others. But I mean, business is business. Business is business, I guess. So, I guess it is what it is.
It was nice. I don't know if you remember. It wasn't that long ago. Her and Grayson Waller would go. You know, he would tease Kinsey a lot. That was funny. And then Tiffany would come out and start teasing Kenzie as well. But yeah, it's fine. She'll land on her feet or her back. That's how she kept Vic. What did you think of Jensen versus Lexus?
Yeah, I mean, Lex was talking about how he's waiting for Briggs's partner to give him a thank you for helping him get the dub last week. But yeah, like you said, Mello came out trying to do what Lexus did to him last week. Of course, you know how that always goes. Backfires. Doesn't help, doesn't work in the way Mello wanted, and allows Lexus to pick up the dub. But I mean, like we all know this is far from being over. I mean, there's probably gonna be the best max that Lexus King will probably have in his whole NXT career. Probably sometime in there in Deadline. I mean, these two are gonna end up mixing it up. But yeah, allowed Lexus to pick up the dub, and Briggs' partner, like we talked about. He came, he had the best year of his life last year with Kiana on, backstage on the promos. But he just can't put it together singles wise in the ring. So this is another one of those to add on to that. So I mean, congratulations, I guess, to Alexis King for being able to pick up a cheap dub for his to be able to keep treading water in his NXT career.
Well, well, well. Cesar has returned yet again. Hopefully he can hear us.
Yeah. Oh, I was here the whole time. I just didn't want to talk about that women's match.
Oh,
So I
all
kept
right,
the
that's
camera off
fine.
and put it on mute.
Did you have any memories of Kenzie you want to share before we move on?
Kenzie got fired because she got too much chemistry with Wes. And Vic may have a big dick, but he ain't swinging like a nigga. And that's why that bitch got fired. He snitched that shit out. He was like, hey, he's like, Wes is married. And I seen his wife. She ain't that hot. He gonna steal my bitch. He gonna page her ass with that North American Championship in the back. And Wes was gonna fuck. He was gonna fuck. He was gonna fuck. So they had to get rid of him. Sorry, bitch. Salute.
Up next is the main event, the Fatal 4-Way. Wesley versus Bronson Reed versus Fine Cameron Grimes. Also, shout out to the great Bretsky, one of the original members of the Tripod. Birthday is today or yesterday once I dropped this. Versus Johnny Gargano. If Wesley wins, he will face Dirty Dom at Deadline. If he doesn't, he does not get another opportunity at the North American Championship as long as Dirty Dom is champ. Dirty Dom joins commentary. It's so great seeing these guys back in NXT. Reed dominates the start of this. It's not clear if one or of the other competitors gets the victory if they get to challenge Dom. The three come together to take Reed out of the ring. Gargano and West seemingly equal. West unfortunately slingshots Grimes into Reed's balls. That must not have smelled pretty. Welcome to the free money match of the week, folks. So many great moves, great highlights. Book and Dom all over Vic for not giving props. Reed catches Wes's Meteora attempt and Death Valley drives his ass. That was cool. I don't think I've ever seen that. Dom addresses the fact if one of the other guys win, that they do not get the title shot. He picks a challenger or mommy. Reed just Samoan flopped all three guys at once. All three guys then triple powerbomb his fat ass. Holy shit, chance censored is very annoying. Too much meat chance. Fucking Ivar ruins Reed's chances, takes Reed away. Cardiac kick to Grimes gets Wes a date with Dom at Deadline. But it wasn't over yet, ladies and gentlemen. The last 30 seconds was the violence in the parking lot. Roxanne and Kiana fight it out to close the show, Cesar. What did you think of the main event and then the cursed NXT parking lot to close?
No, it was good. Main event was real good. I was going to figure out how they were going to get Bronson Reed out of that match. Good spots where they were all teaming up against him and try to take him out and good stuff like that. And then, yeah, old Old Ivar slung him out. And then, of course, West pulls out the dub. He's going to fight Dirty Dom. And then, of course, these NXT hoes in that goddamn lot, boy. Boy, that shit like stank on shit. They go together. These damn hoes, they can't never keep it in the back. They always find a way to fight out of the building, into the damn lot, slapping each other, fucking each other up. I don't know if it's going to be a crazy match at Deadline, but Kiana and Roxy, I don't know. I don't know if Kiana and Roxy might have just a match at Deadline. They're going to be too busy fighting each other. One of them other hoes is going to get the dub and get into that Iron Survivor, which is what I'm thinking.
Do you know if Deadline is going to be at the performance? Is it going to be there or is it going to be in a different town?
I don't know. Let me Google this shit.
Because I was thinking they were kind of foreshadowing that Roxanne would take on Kiana in a possible parking lot brawl.
Brawl, yeah.
Because we've seen Roxanne take on Blair Davenport in a fucking grocery store. So maybe Roxanne is just exploring her fucking territory to have matches in different areas or something. I don't know. She's got hoes in different area codes and they're going to film it for matches.
It does.
But Styx, the main event, Fatal 4-Way, and then the parking lot violence. What did you think?
Yeah, Fatal 4-Way main event was worthy of where they put it at. I mean, it was a great match.
It's gonna be
had three guys.
It'll be at the PC. It's not anywhere special.
Oh, okay.
You had three guys coming back down from the main roster and not missing a beat. The NXT Universe remembers what all three guys brought to NXT, giving them their flowers, showing them their love. The chemistry between all four people, well, specifically three people, taking care of Bronson Reed so that way it could be down to those three. And then, like you said, Ivar coming in, taking out Bronson, continuing that feud that we have on Monday Night Raw. But just the chemistry of all three in this match was great. They found a way to be able to show to get Wesley the dub, to be able to make it so that him and Dirty Dom will face off at Deadline. You know, Wesley talking about how he didn't realize how much he needed the North American Championship in his life. Now he realizes that that he needs that. So, you know, now he's got that motivation. He's got a renewed sense of motivation to be able to get back to NXT, get that North American Championship. I mean, we forget the North American Championship matches that Wesley would put on, you know, weekly on NXT, defending that championship. So, you know, now he's got that renewed sense of motivation. So we'll see how much he can bring and see if he can dethrone Dirty Dom as a North American champion. And then the NXT parking lot. I mean, we kind of had a little bit of lull. I mean, we didn't really have a lull. I mean, the family, Stacks and Tony D got jumped last week. But we kind of had a little bit of a lull in the action in the parking lot. But now the last couple of weeks, Master Michaels is turning up the heat in that parking lot. You know, we had the family last week. Now we had Roxanne and Kiana. So, I mean, it's looking like we're getting possibly a Kiana and Roxanne match at a Deadline. Maybe it'd be a parking lot brawl. Maybe it'll be anything goes. Who knows? But like the boys said on commentary, that parking lot, not a safe place to be. You need security. You need valet to be out there with you. Because if you go out there thinking it's just going to be, you can just saunter really fastly to your vehicle and you're going to be able to get out of there. That ain't true. That ain't true. That parking lot is a dangerous place to be. And we saw it once again this week.
Final thoughts of this episode.
Oh, sorry. It's going to be in Connecticut. Last year.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then maybe it'll be like a backstage brawl. I don't know. Because I'm so used to doing backstage brawls in the fucking 2K game. It could happen. I don't know. But final thoughts on this NXT episode. Damn titties, though. We'll be right back with some more wrestling talk. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It's time for some Dynatrash. My phone even autocorrects it to Dynatrash when I put the Dynamite. That's fucking hilarious. Bryan Danielson, the Pirate, joins commentary for this Continental Classic Gold match. Gia! Moxley versus Jay Lethal. I love Jay Lethal's song when it comes on. It's all badass and hard rock shit.
So
Tranny Manson already making me regret tuning in. A unique way to get out of the figure four. Both men just roll out of the ring. Mox lands on his knee badly after a suicide dive. Jay targets it. This is actually a decent match. We are getting to see Jay shine, Moxell, and Brian critique. Jay with damn counters, though. Mox relentless during his second win makes Jay tap with the rear naked choke. He now has 6 points. Mox immediately no sells his leg while celebrating. Sticks, what did you think of the kickoff match to Donna Trash?
Like you said, yeah, this was a really good match for Jay Lethal. Even though he caught that L, I mean, this is what we saw a lot of Jay Lethal in Ring of Honor and in Impact Wrestling. I mean, you kind of forget what you can get with Jay Lethal, but when you can actually put him in a match where you don't have the when you don't have Jeff Jarrett, Karen, and the rest of those guys outside the ring, when you actually have it so that this guy actually has to wrestle with his own in-ring skills, you forget how good Jay Lethal is. And this match showed it. I mean, it's Jon Moxley, so you knew he wasn't going to catch an L in this match because of him having the ATW flag tattooed on his chest and on his back. So you knew he wasn't going to lose this match. But all in all, I mean, it's a good match, but it was a nice little refresher of what you can see and what you can get with Jay Lethal when you give him the opportunity to shine. So, I mean, that's the one thing I took out of this match.
Well, Caesar, we had a Continental Classic Gold League. We had Dean Ambrose versus Black Machismo. What did you think of this kickoff match?
I thought Tony Skeets was burying black ass like KKK again. Of course, you got somebody good, talented like Jay Lethal. I don't think he's got no dubs. He's at 0 dubs. 0 dubs. Now, I'm not expecting him to beat Jon Mox's crazy ass. Maybe they could have went to a tie. So that's all I'm saying. They mentioned it plenty of times. He's the longest reigning ROH champion, so he's been at the top level of a company. We know Jay Lethal can wrestle. He's been blessed by the legend of Ric Flair. I don't know, cocaine and Viagra still thinks he's got something, so he's an AT dub. But yeah, it was a great match, a good opener, good wrestling match. Yeah, nobody can interfere. This is something that's super good about these matches because, as you know, all these crackers are factioned up. But yeah, no dubs yet. And some other people ain't got no dubs either. And the whole time at the desk, yeah, they're asking Brian Daniels and whatever the fuck we'll call it, cracker, out here like a shit broke again.
You see what happened, Sticks? You just had to fucking do that dance. Yeah, that I think you said it best, Sticks. Like the no outside interference made this match like way more enjoyable. And that's how all the Continental Classic matches are, if I'm to believe so. Speaking of which, Mark Briscoe versus Roosh. Chop shop business as usual from these two. Cactus Jack like elbow off the apron to Roosh, who was laid out on the outside. I gotta say these no interference rules matches are a great way to watch. Almost like matches on 2K. No stairs though. Roosh leg is fucked, but that doesn't stop these two from going. Briscoe almost ends this with a spear and a hell of a neck breaker. Roosh hurls Briscoe over the head suplex off of the apron to the floor. These guys are both former Ring of Honor guys, both with great chemistry. Roosh puts him away with a drop kick to a sitting Briscoe in the corner. 3 points to Roosh, Caesar. Mark Briscoe and Roosh, what'd you think before you get cut off again?
I thought it was another good match. Once again, somebody who can have good singles matches. We've seen it. No dubs. Cracker 0-2 again. As in Mark Briscoe. Yeah, Cracker ain't got no dubs. I like Roosh. I mean, Roosh is good. Like I said, we've seen him wrestle before. So this was a good match. got him some punts up on the board. Not a big fan of everybody who's in this fucking shit. Is that no neck, no knees cracker is still in this bullshit. It should be Alistair or Buddy Murphy, really. If we're gonna really be honest. But yeah, another great match. Like me and Sticks have said, these are the only matches to watch because the rest of it's probably gonna be shit. Right off again.
Six. Mark Briscoe versus Roosh.
Yeah, we had two Ring of Honor staples mixing it up in an ATW ring. Great match. Roosh picking up the dub with the I think it was with the bull's horn. So yeah, watching these two guys wrestle. Great match. Shows you what you can see, what you could have seen in Ring of Honor. These boys being able to mix it up. It's good to see Roosh picking up the dub. I mean, I don't know what they got in store for Mark Briscoe, if he's going to go, pretty much 2-3 and out. But great match by two guys that were Ring of Honor staples, and great way for Roosh to pick up a dub.
Cesar, sorry that you're having difficulties there. If you had any more thoughts on Mox versus Jay Lethal or Mark Briscoe versus Roosh, go for it, bud.
No. It's all good. Just two good matches, and really good that they both did those. Probably should have paced them out better. One at the beginning of the show, one at the top of the hour of the show, and then the main event, which was what it was.
Okay. Well, up next, MJF to the ring with a cane. Talks about Samoa Joe. Name drops TNA. Shade at WWE, of course. Thanks Joe for the alternative look as a wrestler. Even says CM Punk's name, Cody Rhodes. Promises to retain or die at World's End. He breaks his cane. Ooh. MJF gets jumped by three men in black. Joe for the save. Text appears on the screen. Challenges MJF and Joe with mystery team next week. MJF accepts. Bad hair day for Wardlow. Gets the top of the hour match versus AR Fox. 450 disrespected. Powerbomb Jones. The ref stops the match. Brother Zay and Hardys versus Action Andretti. Who? And Top Flight. Dante return match from that freak injury at the Ring of Honor. I completely forgot about that fucking thing, and then they re-showed it. Man, that was so brutal. This is Flippity Dippity with a capital F, capital D. Top Flight and Action Andretti win this one. Good time killer with zero stakes. Cesar, we had MJF's promo, Wardlow killing the man, and then the six-man tag.
Yeah, old MJF gonna talk about some cracker shit. Then the Devils and niggas come out. Samoa Joe come out. And then MJF breaking the cane and all this shit. Like his leg ain't hurt again. So it's the second leg fake we've had tonight. Then they gonna have a tag match next week. Of course, this is what we do. Crackers are gonna fight each other. Gonna have to team up to fight some other crackers who hate them both. And all that shit. Up next, I ain't watched that trash. I'm not even doing the funny skit about it. Fuck that nigga. Up next, Dante Martin. His brother, something Martin. I don't know that nigga's name. And
Darius
Martin, yeah. And who? They gonna take on. Cracker, high on morphine. Jeff, and Matt, and nigga Zay. Oh yeah, where the other private party nigga at? Is he getting his back fixed like Randy Orton? Is he gonna come out all yoked on steroids and shit? Hopefully so. Shit, that's what we be doing. These niggas had
he's manned the door for the private party.
Yeah, that's right. He's still working. That's right. He got a couple years left on that contract. But yeah, these crackers, little three-way flippy dippy. We got what is Action Andretti? He mixed. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
He's the man that Chris Jericho saw that is the future. of ATW.
He's the next John Cena, Sticks.
Oh, sure. I'll believe it when that nigga start rapping. So these assholes out here in a three-way match with the legends of the Hardys for no good goddamn reason in his hometown. And as we all know, Tony Skeets likes to let you win in your hometown. First of my WWE brain, I was like, oh, this country nigga about to get injured again. But no, Flippy Dippy's his ass. His team gets the dub. Yeah, absolutely no stakes. Absolutely nothing going on. Just six crackers fighting. Well, three niggas, two whites, and a question mark fighting in the middle of the goddamn ring. Just out there, stakes 316, man. Gotta get your work in. Gotta get on TV, get that check. You damn right. And then a little backstage action with everybody's favorite non-English speaking Mexican. Well, not Mangrias, but his brothers. El Pinta Cerromero wanting to take on some niggas in a question mark. So everybody's mixed. There ain't no crackers in this match unless Action Andretti counts. We don't know what that nigga is. So yeah, three Mexicans versus two niggas in a question mark. Hopefully that shit will happen soon because I think that match will be actually a really good trios match. It's definitely gonna be flippy dippy, shippy, but it'll still be probably all right.
Wow, Cesar dropping a segment I didn't even take notes on. Sticks, MJF's promo. He get jumped by well, you know what Cesar said. We had Wardlow murder somebody, and then the six-man flipping it, dip it.
Yeah, MJF dropping another face promo, then getting jumped by some ninjas. That sets up the match for next week with him and Samoa Joe, which Cesar will tell you what Samoan is another word for.
Niggas.
Yep. So yeah, we got that next week. Wardlow and I forget who AR Fox.
Who gives a shit?
AR Fox put up a little bit of fight, but it seems like, since Wardlow's back, we're getting a lot of those squash matches. I think they showed on the nameplate. He had like 4 or 5 matches that have ended in less than a minute. So kind of saw what was the little glimpse into the future, what we were gonna get. But Wardlow's back, all wild hair and all. And yeah, the trios match, flippy dippy. That's all you can say. Flippy dippy.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Soon as I heard Wardlow's music, I fast forwarded all that shit. I ain't read a nameplate. I ain't know who he was fighting.
Wardlow turns out to be the devil.
By the way,
still not going to be interesting.
My girlfriend's over here. She said amen to what Cesar just said. So you're not the only one, Cesar.
Hey, I didn't know. I dislike Wardlow more than Yawn Maker right now. And I fast forward through a Yawn Maker match unless he's fighting somebody good. This nigga is Yawn Maker 3.0. This nigga is worse than White Khali right now.
He's Yawn Maker with all the steroids Tony Skeets can get to put in somebody.
Yeah, this is literally White Khali level of AEW. It might even be worse because I don't care.
Wardlow needs to have a shirt that says Time Killer Jones on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Up next, it's a no submission match. Of course, Julia Hart with the House Rules match for the TBS Championship versus Emi Sakura. I should have got the book out for this one.
Yeah, you definitely.
Julia went on a 20-match win streak. What the fuck? Match ends with Julia moonsaults while Emi rolled away, which saw Julia's face land on Emi's shoulder, but Julia gets the 3 count. Okay. Not missing any of the women's division. Captain out to the ring. Security putties follow. Invites Edge out. American Badass Edge to the ring. The captain apologizes. The crowd calls bullshit. Captain waxes about the past. Drops the father card. Says he loves Edge. Brings up his mom's passing. Wants to tag him for the Jude Meister. Chris
go.
the fucking
He
best.
didn't go. Get that
The,
man his flowers. He
the
to go.
Jude Master. Captain then attempts to attack with the TNT belt.
You
Ed,
got them right.
Edge dick kick Jones. Nice try, dumbass. Go fuck yourself. It was uncensored, by the way. You know Tony Skeets missed that censor button by a mile.
That's 50 grand.
But I mean, the captain is always the best part of a Dynatrash. Sticks, we got Julia Hart versus Emmy, and then the captain with Edge.
Yeah, Julia Hart versus Emmy. Yeah, I bust out the good book. I didn't pay no attention to this fucking match. So going forward, we had the captain and the rated R superstar. I mean, these two put on another great performance on the mic. More importantly, the captain once again put on another great show on how to put a performance on and do an impetuous on mic skills. This guy needs to have a lifelong TNT, at least a TNT championship on him. I mean, this guy needs to be on Dynatrash, Ram Trash, and Collision to be able to at least keep the ratings subpar for ATW. I mean, these two cooked. More importantly, the captain carrying the weight. And I mean, this is great. I mean, this is why we have loved Captain himself since he showed up on ATW, and he keeps hitting them out of the park. Another great job by the patriarch, Captain Charisma himself, on mic skills, and allow the Radar superstar to kind of get a little bit of shine at himself.
I think the word you were looking for was impeccable, Sticks.
That too.
Caesar, I'm not gonna even bother. So the captain.
No. Ask me the other shit.
All right. TBS championship on the line. We had Julia Hart versus Emi Sakura in the House Rules match. Caesar, what were your thoughts?
I'm watching no fat Japanese bitch wrestle on my fucking TV. You know I fast forwarded through this shit. You think I'm gonna watch Julia Hart? Julia Hart is still green. Now look, is she fine? Yeah. Can they keep me enthralled for 2 minutes? Sure. Now she gonna bring out house rules for anything? I kind of like this. I like how if the House of Black has a championship, they get to call house rules on shit. So the match was like 20 count out, and yeah, like no submission. That's actually kind of dope, especially if that fat Japanese bitch has a submission, because I don't know whether she did or not. Okay. But if I really want to watch fat bitches on wrestling, I'm gonna rewind the episode to when that fat bitch Pam got proposed to by this dirty nigga Sammy Guava Juice, because that is still the most disrespectful thing I have ever seen on TV. I mean, this nice lady. I can only call her fat because I'm fat. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like niggas can only say nigga, and spicks can say spicks, and niggas can still say cracker because white people ain't got no real fucking culture. They just stole it from everybody else. But still, I digress. If I'm gonna watch fat bitches on TV, I'm gonna watch this fat bitch Pam or that fat ass Tony Storm. I ain't gonna watch this shit. You know I fast forward. It wasn't ATW ain't getting no funny jokes about fast forwarding through a match. I fast forwarded through this shit so quick. This shit made Wardlow come back on my screen, nigga. I fast forwarded and rewinded. TV fucking broke just so I can fast forward again, nigga. Nigga, this shit was like Back to the Future. I fast forwarded at 88 seconds per hour, nigga. Went back in time, ended back up with Wardlow's bitch ass in my ring. That's how fast I fast forwarded this bullshit. All right, what was next?
The captain.
Oh, yeah, the goddamn cap. Goddamn cap. All right, here's where we got to take a pause to have some fuckery like we did last week, because I got a question for y'all.
All right.
Is Edge a real draw? Like, he's had a great career, right?
But at this moment of his career, no.
But
rated
no,
R,
well,
like
I'm
rated
sorry,
R.
Yeah. Was Edge ever a draw?
Yeah,
My thing
Prime
is,
Ed probably about maybe 6-7 years ago. Well, probably about before he broke his neck, before he messed his neck up. He was, but he was at one
May
point.
I answer?
go ahead, please, because I'm gonna give my answer after that.
When Edge was the first ever person to cash in Money in the Bank, had the
Okay.
live sex celebration, he was must see. Then he got
Okay.
his ass beat by Cena. Bad.
Yeah.
Bad. He had the rivalry with Cena. He was
Sure.
a draw. Then he had his run with Vicky Guerrero, which might be my favorite Edge run of all time, because I think he did a house show in Fresno, or it was on TV, perhaps, where Vicky was going, "Excuse me," and like everyone was booing the shit out of her. And Ed grabbed the mic and he goes, "Excuse her, excuse her." It was just the funniest shit ever. I loved it. That was peak Edge. I think that was a draw. People love to hate him. However, it all peaked and ended when he lost to The Undertaker at WrestleMania, if you ask me.
Okay, because to me, all right, you said he had a great run with Cena, but we all know Cena's a draw. So were people coming to see those matches because it was Cena or because it was Edge?
Well, it was the feud altogether, because remember I said he was the first person when he cashed that in and won the title.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you there.
Yeah, he became a draw right there, and
Yeah.
then it rolled into the feud with Cena. So people
Yeah.
wanted to see Edge and Cena go at it. So hypothetically, well, no, technically he was a draw because people wanted Cena to beat the fuck out of him, get his title back.
Okay.
But he skyrocketed to fame with the cash in, is my point.
Okay, I don't know. Something about it was like those two together, Edge and Christian, to me seemed like a way bigger draw than Edge or Christian by themselves.
In WWE, Christian.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying in WWE. Yeah, because Christian's a draw right now. You got to see Christian on ATW.
Oh,
This is some of his best work.
In TNA, Christian was a draw as well.
And TNA, Christian was a draw as well. Like Christian was a draw in TNA. Christian is a draw right now, old age in ATW. And Christian was good with Edge. No, I'm just saying Edge and Christian definitely was a draw, especially during that from beginning to whenever they stopped in WWE. I feel like they were a bigger draw together there. Versus like, no, I'm not saying Edge cannot wrestle. I'm not saying he's not a great wrestler. I'm not saying he's not a Hall of Fame, which he already is. I'm not saying he's not deserving of all that. I'm not saying he didn't have a good championship run, but was it like, I don't know. It just seemed like it was always the other person in that shit to make it a draw.
What just happened, Sticks?
My girlfriend's lint rolling her shirt, and like she went to go lint roll, and like a sheet of lint roll just ripped off, and she's looking at it like, "What the fuck just happened?"
I mean, I heard
it got stuck in her hair, essentially.
Like I heard something in the background, like, I was like, I don't know.
It was her. It was her. She's getting ready for work.
Six got that wheat stalk out, trying to tickle them feet before she go to work.
I knew it. There's his vice. No, but I think, man, because then when he came back at the Royal Rumble, everyone lost their mind. He was a draw,
right? But that's what the Royal Rumble is supposed to do. There's supposed to be at least a couple good surprises that you're like, hell yeah! But when he came back as one and then won it, I was like, this is shit again. Like I was so hyped when he came back, and then like I was hella hyped when Christian came out, and because like he was deep into the match, you're like, damn, how long is Edge gonna run this shit? And then Christian came out and he started helping him. And then when he won that shit, I was like, this is shit. Like, I don't know why this 1-30 is probably the least best 1-30 I could think of.
Wow.
I
thoughts from Caesar.
Yeah, I didn't like his 1-30 because I'm just like, I was like, yo, it's great you're back. And yes, you can always get there to be in a title match or whatever. But like, you didn't need to take that Rumble win from anybody else. It was
Maybe
probably more deserving.
the WWE loyalist in me. I think Edge was a draw. The greatest tag team of all time,
Right.
across any promotion, was Edge and Christian. They are the greatest.
Sure.
I will stand by that forever. Edge and Christian, greatest tag team of all time, even above the Lucha Brothers, above the Dudleys, above the Hardys, above everybody. Edge and Christian are the greatest tag team of all time. Edge was a draw. However, when he stepped into Tony Skeets' shitty booking, and it didn't make a dent. It didn't make a dent in the ratings. DOA. DOA.
Right. No, I agree with that. But I'm not saying Edge and Christian isn't a draw. I'm just saying, is Edge singly a draw? But I get what you're saying because I agree with you there. But go ahead, Stick.
Well, here's the thing. Since stepping into Tony Skeets' promotion, Christian has been able to take and elevate himself on top of Luchasaurus. Well, now it's Killswitch. And Nick Wayne, the Prodigy. Whereas Edge, aka Adam Copeland, has kind of been treading water. If at best he's treading water. I mean, Christian Cage has given us promo after promo after promo, but on top of that, made a fucking sleeveless turtleneck look fucking fantastic in fucking wrestling matches. Whereas Edge, his best work was in WWE. Like, he hasn't had his best work yet. If he's going to an AEW, whereas Christian Cage, when they have given him the ball, the mic, he's been able to take it, and he's been able to run with it right now in AEW. So maybe Adam Copeland Edge's best work is to come, but I mean, as of right now, like, Christian Cage is fucking killing it. Like, we just saw it on the last pay-per-view with the new fucking Videotron that he had, like the Patriarch. I mean, him having that shit, but just since he showed up in AEW, he hasn't been just there to be just there. Like, he's taken it. He's like, hey, I'm going to show you guys that I can put this fucking work in on the mic and in the ring. Whereas, like, Adam Copeland, his best work maybe is yet to come. Who knows? But, like, I agree with Mangria that he was a draw in WWE. But, like, right now, Christian Cage is carrying this promo so far.
Yeah.
Dix, did I already asked you, right, about the Captain segment and Emmy and
yeah.
For that, yeah.
Let's move on to the main event. It was another Continental Classic Gold League. The Switchblade versus whose house?
Swerve's house. Top rope, catch him by, nigga. Swerve when I drive. Prince, not a with the crutch. He can't walk, but he does. I swerve when I drive. I swerve when I drive.
That's swerve. Yeah, no. Main event worthy, main event competitors.
Fuck yeah, one bitch.
Swerve belly to back suplex on the barricade. He lands in front row. Some dude tried to hold on the Switchblade, talking trash to Swerve. I don't know if that was a plant. I don't know if that was for real, but that was funny. Security had to step in.
Security was over there. Yeah.
Commercial picture-in-picture, of course. Switchblade in the driver's seat. Switchblade shining in this match. Swerve is selling the shoulder pain. Damn, Swerve is smooth in this match. This is an excellent match. AEW famous for fuck shit endings, though. Swerve snaps Switchblade's arm. A house call kick. Poorly sold Swerve stomp by Switchblade. Veteran instincts by Swerve to roll out of the ring after the Blade Runner. Swerve able to pick up the win with a roll counter. Swerve now has 6 points in this incredible fucking main event. Cesar, before you get cut off again, we had Switchblade.
Well, I'm on the phone, so I won't get cut off on the phone. I ain't on the computer.
That's why it looks different.
Yeah, I reset my computer and then my Zoom updated like 3 updates. So I'm scared to get back on it right now. So I'm gonna just finish this out on the phone. Yeah, that's why the background changed.
All right. Swerve
Uh,
versus Switchblade.
Here's the thing. Switchblade in this match proving why he Switchblade, why he motherfucking Jay White, why he was motherfucking champ of New Japan. They usually don't let a lot of crackers get that title. They keep it real Asian. They like it rice over there. You know what I'm saying? Not no dirty sushi sticky rice. They like it clean rice over there. But he was showing out here why he deserved. And all these crackers talking about, man, Swerve. This is what Swerve need to be. AEW making Swerve look like the GOAT. No, NXT was cooking with Swerve. He was there. He was putting on bangers. Just old, racist ass Vince was trying to hold the man down. Tripp saw the potential. But what you expect him to do? What do you expect him to do? You expect him to run Keith Lee fat ass all the way up the board, whooping cracker ass, and then run Swerve right behind it? Come on, man. That's too much nigga. That's too much niggerdom at the top. Okay, we know Vince won't go for that. It is too much niggerdom. But they were building Swerve, and he was getting cooking. He had his little faction. They was cooking in the ring. They was beating bitches down. They was giving him all the time in the world to like be perfect enough to set that up. Because Swerve was having some bangers. We all know he was. He's still selling the shoulder from the Texas Death Match with the tape. And yeah, that's cool. And that's dope. And then yeah, he starts working the arm. But yeah, this match was great. So this, if I had to bet money on, because you know what's gonna happen at least once or twice, because they say before every match, 3 points for a win, 20-minute time limit, 1 point for a draw. I thought this was going to be the draw. I was like, because I'm like, all right, I get it. Swerve's on a good win streak. He beat Hangman twice, both high profile matches. You can't have him lose to the man who just lost to the champ in a one-man ass-kicking contest. But then again, you can't have this man lose because he lost to the champ, but then he got a dub at the start of the tournament. So I was like, you know what? I'll be fine if this actually makes it to a draw. These guys can actually probably go 20 minutes. It'll be super, super good. They'll both hit a finisher in a way. They'll both get out of it without kicking out. So protecting finishers. They'll both hit all their signature moves. They're both heels, so they might try some fuck shit. But it'll be a draw, and I think that would probably be the best possible outcome. But for Swerve to sneak that dub in at the win, I'm like, Swerve might actually have to win this shit. They might actually have to push this nigga to the moon.
Triple Crown champion.
The first ever.
Swerve.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, because, all right, look. Does Daniel Bryan need it? No. Does John Moxley really need it?
No.
If you're not familiar with New Japan, you can make a case for Jay White for American TV, but that's only like to who? Because I'm not saying Jay White, is disrespecting that way, but they do bring in New Japan guys, so obviously people could be Googling or YouTubing New Japan shit. So Jay White, does he have a case? Sure. Does he need it? Maybe after that loss to put himself back up? Sure. All right, you finally built Eddie Kingston. Does he win the title because he already had 2 and he put his 2 up? You can make a case for that. But if you really want to submit this streak you got for Swerve, beating an ex-champion in Hangman, beating him at his own match in a Texas death match, beating him by hanging the Hangman, and then the man who is taking over memes and TikTok and shit right now because Prince Nana is just dancing and shit.
Could you imagine Prince Nana wearing all 3 belts doing
yes.
Doing that
and
shit.
if you want to like build the Embassy. Because what Brian Cage and them have some bullshit title right now, right? The trios titles or something. Who cares about that WWE?
He is hurting their brand.
Yes, he is. He is. But if you want to cement that Swerve is the man in the Embassy, he has to go to the finals. Like in the bracket he's in, he's got to go to the finals to fight the winner of the gold bracket. I mean, he's got to. I don't know who he would fight.
I want Swerve to take out Mox.
Oh yeah. He's got to take out Mox and thing, but I don't know who I'd want him to fight in the finals. Like, should it be somebody like Bryan Danielson, or should it be like Eddie Kingston? Like, technically, he's defending his 2 championships. Can Eddie Kingston get out of the hole? Get 4 dubs and make it to the finals to fight somebody.
It's scary.
Yeah,
fucking no knee cracker has got 2 wins.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So are they going to start like
thinking?
Yeah, they got to start like just start somehow cheating, get this nigga some losses. Shit, are they gonna have Swerve versus No Knee Crocker? If they give it to No Knees, I'm back done again. I'm back done again.
It'll be a layup for Swerve.
I'm back done again if it's No Knees versus Swerve in the finals. I'm back done again. We don't have to watch ATW anymore, and I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Wow.
Hey, to tell you the truth, it's probably going to be Swerve and Bryan Danielson since he got a late start.
I'm fine with that.
No, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying bad because that'd be huge for Swerve to get that dub against Bryan Danielson. Because, like you said, Cesar, who needs it more? Bryan Danielson doesn't need to win this tournament.
No,
Swerve, it would be a huge exclamation point for Swerve to win this whole thing.
Brian put over Kofi. Brian put over Kofi. He gonna put over Swerve.
He knows how to do business. Okay, Brian knows how to do business. It's either Brian or Swerve because I want Prince Nana dancing with all those titles, or I want the Guns holding other titles while Jay White comes out to the ring and them crackers at the top of the ramp. And Jay White is like, and Jay White wears the one he's defending for that night, and they hold on to the other 2. Totally fine with that as well. It's got to be one of those 2 guys.
As long as the cardboard Switchblade still has the AEW
W champ, yeah, that's totally fine. Or Eddie Kingston. Wouldn't mind Eddie Kingston winning either. Those are my top 3 picks that should win this tournament. Anybody else will be okay. Like if Mark Briscoe won, I'm not gonna be mad at it. Or Moxley, I'll be mad at. And that No Knees Cracker, I'm definitely gonna be mad at. And we all know if Danny Garcia won, humping his way to the ring with those 3 belts, it'd be funny. But the other 3 guys have way much of a better chance to me and deserving of it if you're gonna crown one. Eddie Kingston, just on his career alone, and he needs something like, not to say the ROH title win isn't a great win for him because it happened at a pay-per-view, but being like a company's first ever from as long as Eddie has wrestled and never put himself over, always willing to give himself up, kind of like on some Tommy Dreamer shit before he got old. Definitely deserving. Swerve needs it just for the build. Jay White needs it just for the loss.
Swerve's gonna win. I want your thoughts on they have the gold, they have the blue. So hypothetically, the belt
is going to be gold. It's going to
look ugly. It's going to look ugly.
Oh yeah, it's going to be gold and blue, like the second version of Wing Dingle, where it was gold and blue. Remember when that belt was gold and blue? The belt was blue, but all the faceplates were gold. The one after Wing Dingle.
The Wing Dingle. Oh yeah. I know.
Remember that one?
The attitude.
Remember that one?
The attitude.
Yeah. Hey, remember when it was blue and gold? It was just a bigger Wing Dingle on it.
Yeah.
It's gonna look. I think it's gonna be those colors, but it's definitely gonna be shit.
Oh, for real.
Oh, it's probably gonna look like Pangea with all the shit built together.
Sticks. I'm gonna ask you a question. I want you to be honest with me. No peer pressure. Don't look at Cesar. Don't look at him. Because I am set for this week already. I'm gonna ask you to be honest. Who had the better main event this week, NXT or Dynatrash? Don't look at Caesar.
Oh, Dynatrash. When I found out, no,
What?
no, because the star build, which was you had Swerve and Jay White, the fatal four-way, you had to bring four guys, you had to bring three out of the four guys down. And it was nice. It was a nice nostalgia act to be able to bring three of the four guys down to NXT. But you had Jay White, who we had heard about was going to probably put on fucking bangers in this tournament, and fucking Swerve, who has been on a heater, but also in this match had a hell of good moves. I mean, the moves that fucking Swerve did in this fucking match made this match good. I mean, this was the ATW free match of the fucking month of going in probably the month of November and probably the fucking month of December. I mean, this was a hell of a good match. That's not to take anything away from NXT. But I mean, just knowing that you're going to have Jay White and Swerve Strickland, and you know me, Mangria, I don't go to bat for ATW very often. But
you go to bat for Jay White because you're biased.
Oh, yeah, I'll go to bat for Jay White. But I also knew when Jay White signed that contract for ATW, we were going to be in some shit for a while. And we have been in some shit for a while. But I know when I'd heard that they were going to do Jay White and Swerve Strickland, that this was going to be a banger of a fucking match. And this was a banger of a match. I mean, the moves that fucking Swerve was putting on this, Jay White, not only putting on some moves, but also starting to sell. He had a little bit of a shoulder issue that Swerve started working on. But for Swerve to be able to fucking counter the second Blade runner into that fucking pin was awesome. Now, because you don't know, because now it's like, Jay's got 3 points. But, I mean, he's not a shoo-in to make it. Like, he's got to at least probably win at least one other match or some other things to go on. I mean, this is great. I mean, and Swerve's on a fucking run. Like, I mean, if Swerve does not win this fucking tournament, if it isn't, like Cesar said, if it isn't Swerve or Jay White, but more importantly, if it isn't Swerve, this is some shit. Like, if fucking Bryan Danielson wins this, there's no reason why Bryan Danielson needs this fucking tournament win. I mean, he's on a fucking retirement tour. I mean, this dude's going to probably go over to fucking Japan, face fucking Okada, and then he's probably going to get, like, the fucking, like, third match and beat Okada in ATW fucking towards the end of this year. But Danielson doesn't need this. This would be huge for fucking Swerve to possibly become New Japan Strong Champion, Ring of Honor Champion, but also the Continental Champion. I mean, that would be huge for Swerve, but also be huge for this fucking mogul embassy he's got to be able to fucking outweigh the weight that is fucking Brian Cage in that fucking faction.
Yeah.
I like how when Styx talks, it's like a Mick Foley promo. He's moving back and forth.
I'm rocking. No, I'm in my chair rock, so I gotta fucking go, man. I got fucking ADD and all that shit going on, so I gotta do that shit.
Honestly, with Daniel Bryan's retirement tour, he should have been in this bracket. He could have. That means he could have wrestled Swerve. He could have wrestled like Mark Briscoe. Could have wrestled Jay White, and got good matches out of all three of those guys on the retirement tour instead of like the side he's on. Who's gonna wrestle Claudio? Nobody cares.
But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the tripod. Who do you think had the better main event this week? Leave it in the comments. I know Johnny Harmsway is the only one who does. So Johnny Harmsway, if you watch either show, go ahead and give us your 2 cents.
It's AEW. AEW had the better main event this week.
It's debatable. If Ivar wouldn't have ruined the fucking main event and lured Bronson away, I would, maybe I'd give.
Yeah,
And if
he said
fucking
if.
All right, but the talk is done. All right,
and
thank
if
you, ladies and
said
gentlemen,
if.
for listening.
Cameron
Until
Grimes
next
would have hit
time,
that
ladies
fucking
and
collision
gentlemen.
course, if he would have hit that collision course the first time instead of bobbling it with him and Wesley and having to redo it the second time. I mean, yeah.
Watch APBW's content. It's all brand new, of course. It's going to be a little bit before I get Sunday Night Ski. By the time this is out, Sunday Night Ski will probably be out. So check that shit out. Support APBW, like and subscribe, all that shit. But until next time, we do what we do best here on the tripod. And we give that big ups to Stallion Pete.
And then